Welcome to the opening ceremony, where you can join the School AI Winter Games today. We're going to compete for student success. With winter sports capturing the world's attention right now, we thought, what if teachers had their own competition? One that celebrates the real champions, you, educators, who create breakthrough moments for every student every single day. We're going to have a space creation challenge created just for you. And so let's go ahead and see the steps that it takes to create a space. Step one is you are going to go to schoolai.com. Once you go to schoolai.com, you're going to sign in with Google or even Microsoft or an email and a password. Once you are logged in, you're going to start with assistance. From here, we're going to use the Space Designer that can allow us to create a fun, engaging, and supportive space for our student. So let's go ahead and hit chat. And I want you to think about a student that you taught or have taught in the past. Think about what struggles they might have needed in order to catch up, break through, or finally succeed. For me, it's a 7th grade student, and they never were able to get started on assignments. And so I'm going to create a space where they're able to have that area where they can come and ask questions. It can help break down the prompt to help them do that task in bite-sized pieces. You can type. You can also attach materials and resources. I'm going to use the microphone. I have a 7th grade student who is really struggling with his assignments. The directions are really long and complicated, and so I want to create a space where they're able to paste in the directions for that assignment, and then you're going to break it down, pull out vocabulary that they might need support on, and help them break it down so they know what to start and what they need to do first. Once you share your idea that you have for that space creation for this challenge, you then are going to have different questions that might pop up. I'm going to say ready. The more details you provide up here, the easier it's going to be to create that space. However, if you just kind of add a few ideas, it's going to follow up with additional questions to help you make sure that space is exactly what you want with those learning outcomes. From here, I can paste those, right? Or maybe I want to make it generic. This is going to be generic where the student can reuse the space as many times as they need to. So again, I'm going to put that ownership on the student. What subject and grade level is this for? 7th grade. And I can say all subjects. Do I want this space to work for any assignments or just written assignments? I can say any assignments. Should the space only break down directions or should it explain vocabulary and offer examples? Explain vocabulary and examples. From here, we're going to see that we're going to go into the 4-step prompting. And I can see step 1, define the role. Do I want it to be a helpful tutor, an assignment coach, or what? I want it to be an assignment coach. Is there a certain tone you want it to take? The next step is to provide the task. I'm going to use the example one. Yes, I love it. Highlight and explain key vocabulary and give examples. Now we're going into step number 3, where we're going to kind of go into more of those detailed directions. That is exactly what I want. And again, you can add your own thoughts. You can change whatever you need to. And now we're ready for those requirements. This is where I'm able to say, give examples, don't give examples, provide sentence stems. You're able to change these requirements for the student based on what supports they might need. After this, it's going to design my space, and I'm going to ask it to draft the full prompt. So I want it to draft the full prompt. Next step is we're ready to create our space. So from this line all the way to this line, we're going to copy it. So from context all the way down here to guidelines, I'm going to copy that. So again, from this line to this line, you're going to copy it. It will save over here on the right-hand side if you need to come back to it. Now we're going to click on Spaces and hit Create. From Spaces and Create, I'm going to create a space. I'm going to paste that in here, and now I'm going to add a title. Maybe I want to create my assignment coach. Okay, so you can come up with a title. Then I'm going to generate all of these fields down here. It's going to use my prompt to use AI to help generate the teacher directions, student directions, even a subtitle and an image. Then you can click Start Preview and see a preview of what your students will see. If I don't see something that I like, I can come over and make those changes in the prompt. Once you're all set, you're ready to save and launch that for your class, or you can click Save, and then you can click on this little arrow and share it for the challenge. I cannot wait to see what you submit for the Winter Games at School AI.